Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. The fight is almost here. We are just hours away from the fight. As you all know, or if you don't know yet, fight will be taking place just hours away over at the Oval Arena in Wembley in the UK, in London, UK, to be shown live on the Zone. At the weigh-ins, both fighters are fighting in the heavyweight division, so both fighters weighed over 200 pounds, with Dillian Whyte weighing in at 251 pounds and Jermaine Franklin weighing in at 257 pounds. 257 for Jermaine Franklin. If you're wondering, in comparison to the previous fights, Dillian Whyte, when he fought Tyson Fury earlier this year, he weighed in at 253 and 1/4 of a pound. So he is a couple pounds lighter compared to when he fought Tyson Fury. And as for Jermaine Franklin, he is much, much lighter. When he fought Rodney Moore back in May, he weighed in at 277 pounds. For this fight, he lost 20 pounds and weighed in at 257. Not the same, shape as he was when he was fighting Jerry Forrest and Rydell Booker a few years ago, where he weighed around 240, 240, 230. He was in better shape then, in my opinion. But it looks like he's looking at the weigh-ins. Looks like he's putting some muscle. Looks like. So it'll be interesting to see how he'll look. He didn't. He looked very slow and sluggish in his last fight, but we'll see if he can look sharp in this one. He'll hopefully he retains some of that speed he used to have a few years ago after losing that 20 pounds. I like it though. I like how he's in shape, much better shape in this fight compared to the previous fight. I made a prediction video not long ago. Shout out to the 3 people that commented on that video. It says 4 comments here, but I see 3 comments. Oh, there we go. So yeah, shout out to Dennis F. Boston, Phil M, and Deciding Paper 632. Dennis F. Boston said, Dillian should, but he may be chinny or chinnier than ever. That Fury punch wasn't clean landed. Shove was harder. Povetkin uppercut took Ladout should still beat the poor Slav. Yeah, I'm not really confident in Jermaine Franklin's uppercut. Like Deciding Paper 632 said here, Jermaine better be training his uppercut in preparation for this fight. We all know how vulnerable Dillian is to those uppercuts. I think it's definitely those uppercuts that just catches Dillian. Not necessarily because he's chinny. I just feel like he just doesn't see those uppercuts coming, and it hits him clean. And it's the heavyweight division, 200 plus pounds. These guys are big, heavy guys. Now is Jermaine probably working on those uppercut? Probably. I mean, he did spar with Tyson Fury, and I'm sure Tyson Fury gave him some tips and tricks and all that. So it'll be interesting to see how this one will play out. Phil M said White by split. I'll actually be surprised if this ends up being close. I'll be surprised. Dennis F. Boston once again said, yeah, shout out to Phil M and shout out again to Dennis F. Boston. Dennis F. Boston said, can Franklin outbox him? Is that any route to victory for Jermaine? Or he's just there to be KO'd? Hasn't fought in 2 years cause management lost his bankruptcy too. I don't know. I don't think he can outbox Dillian Whyte. I don't think he can. I think Dillian Whyte will eventually catch him with something big and clean and knock him out. Yeah, it's hard for me to see Jermaine Franklin win this fight. I don't think he can win on the scorecards too. They're fighting in the UK. If Jermaine Franklin wants to win this fight, he has to knock out Dillian Whyte. He has to, because I feel like the Zone and Matchroom and they want Dillian Whyte to win so that they can make a big domestic pay-per-view fight between Dillian Whyte, a rematch between Whyte and Anthony Joshua. So yeah, I think Whyte is probably already up on the scorecards going into this fight. Because if you guys don't know, the Zone is, at least from what I've been reading, the Zone is looking for a big domestic fight in the UK. They were hoping to get it with Eubank versus Conor Benn, but we all know that fight fell through. So they're still hoping to have another big domestic big pay-per-view event for the Zone. And Whyte versus Joshua, the rematch, would be a big domestic pay-per-view event for the Zone to entice and make people subscribe to the Zone in the UK. So we'll see what happens. Lots at stake. Who knows? Maybe if Franklin wins his fight, he might end up fighting Joshua. But we'll see what happens. I'm still leaning towards Dillian Whyte. I just can't see how Franklin can win this fight, but you never know. Anything's possible in the sport of boxing, especially in the heavyweight division where one punch can change the entire fight. Looking forward to it. Let me know your thoughts. Again, fight will be taking place just hours away on the zone, so tune into the zone if you want to see it. Thanks for listening and watching. Like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.